How to bulk. Yes, this video is about bulking, and without further ado, let's begin. So this is the exact protocol that helped me from this to get to this shape in just 1 year. So here's a step-by-step guide on how I did that. So first, find out your maintenance calories and eat in surplus. Okay, so let's say your maintenance calories is 2500, you want to eat in like 2800 to 2900. We will get to that in a minute. And then how to split carbs, proteins, and fat in the second phase. And the third is the kind of food that you should be eating to get to this kind of good healthy shape. And four is other bulking tips. And remember, this is for beginners, and if you're very advanced bulker, this video is not for you. This is for the beginners and intermediate lifters out there. So first of all is finding out your maintenance calories. Maintenance calories, you first of all you need to measure your body weight in pounds, not kilograms. If you're getting into kilograms, convert it into pounds, and then multiply it by a number between 14 to 18. If you're very not active in your day-to-day life, like not physically active, then you need it to be 14. And if you're moderately active, you can go for 15, 16, and 17 and 18 if you're very active. It depends on how much active you are in your day-to-day life. So let's take an example. Say you weigh 122 pounds and you're very active in your day-to-day life. So we multiply that by 18, and then we get around 2200 calories total. So since we're bulking, we need to eat in around 300 to 500 calories in surplus. It depends on your goals. So I just want a slow bulking phase, so I just add 300 calories to that diet. So this is your new calorie intake per day. So you need to be consuming around 2500 calories. If you get the point, right? This is how you find out your maintenance calories and how you get your surplus calorie amount. So this is the case for me. You just need to input your body weight and your activity level in this, and you'll get yours. So now let's get to splitting of proteins, carbs, and fat. So let's take the previous example: 122 pounds, 2500 calories. As we are bulking, you should be eating around 122 grams of protein to 140 grams of protein. I'm taking the least amount. And 1 gram of protein typically has 4 calories, so we're multiplying that by 488. And remember, this is just the macronutrients, so 4 is an estimated amount, so 488 calories should come from protein now. And the general rule of thumb is 20 to 30 percentage your calories should come from fat, that is 440 to 660 in this case. You should calculate yours, and you just need to fill the rest with carbs. So this is how it will look like on a pie chart: 46.4% carbs, 23.6% protein, and 30% fat. And this completely depends on your goals. If you want more muscle, you just need to add more protein, and if you want to get to a leaner and kind of shape, you need to reduce this fat intake. But our goal is clean bulking, not lean bulking or anything, just bulking. So this is the kind of plan we need to stick to. And a little bit of protein is like, I added the protein from 122 to 130 because you just need an extra protein there. So now let's get to the kind of food that you should be eating. So before that, let's get into two bulking states: that's clean bulking and dirty bulking. So you might have heard of this. This dirty bulking is like when you eat all this junk food and eat everything that you get, and even if that matches your calories. And clean bulking is still eating your calories, but you're eating it clean. So this is an example of clean bulking. You're gonna gain a lot of muscle and you're gonna retain your health in the long time. But that's not the case for dirty bulking. See, the health is will be very low. You still have muscle, but your health would be really low. This is because you're not gonna get the micronutrients you need from day to day. So with that being said, what should you do? Eat whole foods. Eating whole foods is gonna change your game. So you can not have any deficiencies, no inflammation, pure health. So now let's get into the other bulking tips that I said in the beginning. It is drink enough water, relax, and having nice 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep and getting rid of chronic stress. This is a bit hard to do because stress isn't that easy to fight. The simple tips is meditate and do 4-7-8 breathing method. That's inhaling for 4 seconds, holding the breath for 7 seconds, and releasing that for 8 seconds, and pause for 4 seconds and repeat this 4 times, and then going for social hangouts, nature walks, journaling, etc. Because this stress is not going to help you digest your food and is always going to put you under that fight or flight state. So it's not that good for you. And the main thing is encouraging digestion. It is the first priority, or else we get in troubles. Why? While we're bulking, we're stuffing a lot of food into our stomach, and we need to digest them before we can eat anything else, or else it's gonna be bad. So, the thing we can do for digestion is eating this stuff like curd, yogurt, pickles, and prebiotic foods. And one other method that helped me a lot is walking after eating, like walking, doing calf races, things like that after eating is going to reduce your blood sugar and therefore helping you digest more food. So stop your bulking if you gain too much fat. This is an important point to note there. If you're gaining too much fat while you're bulking, then just stop it. Like a little bit of fat is fine because it comes with the bulk, you can cut it later. But if you're gaining too much fat and not any muscle, you need to stop bulking. And that's a very brief guide to bulking.